Okay, so we are live here at Nutmeg Curling Club for the first, second, and third event final of the Neon Junior Bonspiel. We had 3 good games going on this morning, and at our 4th, 5th, and 6th. And here goes the Piper. And we're going to go out there in a sec and follow them along. You can see them coming here. We will switch to the wide view. We got our flag bearers, Nutmeg members, Mike Libby and Angelo. And here they go. And I'm going to go out there so we can get some of the audio. I'm actually carrying a tray of ginger ale for our players and our Piper. Thank you, Patrick. Piper is just making his way now. Everyone's lined up at the far end, banging brooms, so you can hear the Piper. I will the mic a bit, so should be coming into frame pretty soon. Piper's crossing the hog line, followed by our flag bearers. Good curling, guys. All right, everybody have fun? All right, Piper is exiting the arena. Participants are ready to play. So we're going to go back and get on the mic. We're going to turn the volume down a little bit so we get a little less ambient noise again. Hopefully the stream, we're up and running good. And here we go. We're going to try to focus as much on the A event final here on sheet B. So this I'm going to do my best to get accurate with names and such. So In our yeah, in our second event final, on sheet A, we have Plainfield 1, which is Elijah, Jeffrey, Michael, and Jackson, versus Plainfield 2, Lance, Georgie, Dylan, and Dylan. And then on sheet B is our A event final. Schenectady, which is Mackenzie, Zoe, Cameron, and Sydney. And they are playing Cape Cod 2, Caleb, William, Ryan, and Connor. And then on sheet C, we've got the third event final, Rochester. That's Ian, Brayman, Joe, and Samantha. Versus Cape Cod 1, Anna, Emma, Vivian, and Brody. And they're having trouble flipping the coin here on sheet C, but I think they got it. Your mic's not on. Okay. I'm not okay. So they're lining up in the hack. It looks like they're ready to go. Shots are underway. We're going to move you to the far houses here for now, till we start getting fancy. Rochester is throwing red rocks. Refill. Ed, Alf. Refill. Black. And then all right, I'm going to have to see which playing fields. All right, I've got all the notes now. Okay, so like I said, we're going to focus on the the first event final here on sheet B between Schenectady and Cape Cod 2. But we will be calling out the other sheets and going if we see some interesting houses. Thank you to our 4 viewers who have tuned in. Stream is healthy at the moment. And we will, if anyone has any questions, please jump on the chat. If you want us to take a look at something, we'll do our best to check the chat so we know to go there. Sheet B. Oh, so we got a typo. So it's. I'll call him William anyway. So we have a.
We were letting you go for the whole time anyway.
So they're not brothers. Caleb Gardner and Will Gerlich on sheet B. Will Gerlich. Okay. These are our lists. Sheet B, I'm going to get the scoreboard going as well.
Good morning, Nutmeg Nation. Alf Winter here on color commentating, and to
mic it down a little hot.
Mic it down. Thank you.
I think I'll mic mine down a little.
Thank you. Testing.
And that should do.
And to quote Dirty Dancing, nobody puts baby in the corner, but they put Alf in the corner.
We do. It's Probably a good thing for everybody. All right, so the red team here on sheet B is connected here.
B looks like
All right, so we're gonna have to fix that. It's not gonna work. Okay, so we got Schenectady and Cape Cod 2. We'll get some shots of the house for you here. Will I rotate into this? Is what we're looking at overhead on B feature game. These are our
information on playoff experience with either of these teams.
Well, I know that the Rochester team here was in the final last year, as well as the Schenectady team playing right there on sheet B, and the Plainfield team over on both Plainfield teams over on sheet A were here last year as well. At least members of them. So we've got a lot of returning curlers here, which we love to see. And again, nobody got hurt. Glow in the dark last night. Always a bonus. Thank you to our wealth of Nutmeg volunteers who hang out on the ice and make sure everyone stays safe.
Cold job.
It's a cold job.
We have a load of rocks in the house and not a guard in sight on B.
Which is nice. It means the ice is starting off up to speed right away, which is what we had hoped for. And so red C third event. That's how I got it going.
Oh, look at you. Oh, yes, William Gerlach just delivered a
We'll go for the wide.
removed one rock, but red sail's sitting one, but there is a raft of yellow rocks.
Yeah, you can see
surrounding.
This is what she's looking at from the hack, and this is the Cape Cod Vice. I'm sorry, Schenectady Vice. Zoe. Trying to put another one in the house. They're sitting one, maybe guarding that stoner there. So
like a freeze possibility.
Right now, Cape Cod has a lot of rocks there. Cube zoom.
Nice freeze.
Bit of tap, so. Elijah's team was at playdowns. Oh, so here we go. We've got some notes for you, some broadcasting notes. Thank you. Anna, the Cape Cod skip in the third event here on sheet C, was the winning team last year. Last year. Just her. I remember that team. They went on to nationals, did they? Took silver at nationals. 3 of the players were at U18s this year, and the Plainfield team, Elijah's team, Plainfield won over in the second event on sheet A. They were at playdowns. So we've got some competitive curlers out here, so we should have some. Thank you for those notes. Should have some good matchups here. And Caleb Gardner gonna look for the double here, I guess, huh?
Yes, he has a chance for a double. The freeze came just a little heavy, and the shot rock is behind the tee line. He's bringing some weight on the out. Down weight. Yes. Girl again.
And he's gonna get there.
double.
And sweep. And he made the double. Very nice shot. Is that gonna? It's gonna outcount it. It's gonna push it back just far enough.
Yellow is sitting 6. Center wide open with hammer. No guards. 2 shots on the tee line. Nothing particularly guarded.
So while they talk it out, let's look at the wide angle and see what we got going. A. Red A is Plainfield 1. They they have hammer, and they are.
Plainfield 1 versus Plainfield 2?
Yes. Yep. Plainfield 1 is throwing the red stones, and they have hammer, but yellow's sitting shot right now, so they're going to try to knock this one out. Go back to sheet B so we can see the first skip stone from Mackenzie, the skip 4, and she's going to come in and try to hit off these yellows, clear one of them out, maybe get a roll. Okay. Going to come through, so now William Gardner has a.
First 6 rocks for.
He looks like he's just going to throw center line.
House.
Caleb is just going to throw a center line here. And over on sheet A, they did make that. The vice Jeffrey did chip out the Yellowstone. So nope, we want to. Yeah, go ahead.
Stay on this.
Nope, you can go.
Caleb is prepping the broom. We'll pull it back to the wide. It's got the out turn.
So this is the first skip rock on sheet A as well for Lance. The skip for.
Walking. And we'll cube zoom right in on that.
And it's going to guard the shot rock. It's a nice shot.
Have a look how that shapes up from the back view.
Ooh, and on A, it looks like they just ticked the guard. Very nice weight by Lance to bring that into the 4-foot. Force Elijah to make a shot here. So let's go back. Mackenzie here is going to just, looks like draw in to the 4-foot, but she's going to give herself some room to sit on that. The shot rock if she needs to. So we're going to go back to the overhead here.
Let's do a close-up of that.
This is what she's looking at.
The rock at the bottom of our screen, I believe. Corner freeze on that. Rocks away. Soft weight.
Sweepers like it. Now they're on it. Now they're off it. Now they're on it again. And let's see how it finishes.
Right into it.
And that is a beautiful shot.
Oh,
gotta give her that.
All that work and.
Facing 6, Mackenzie Moreau draws the 4-foot to get her 1, and that is a.
As she wipes her brow.
Clutch performance of the weekend so far.
How many of you would like to draw against 6 like that? But that was the quintessential force.
So after 1, it is 1-0 Schenectady. And we're going to go back to. We're finishing up over here, so let's see what A is going to do. This would be.
Cape Cod picked up a point in the first end over on sheet C.
And looks like sheet A, that. Like a tap. It's going to go wide. So on sheet A, it looks like if that's a biter. Sheet A with hammer, they've got a draw for 5 here. This would be Plainfield. This Plainfield 1. We'll just see how this one goes.
I believe Elijah demonstrated a pretty superb 360 last night.
He did. There were a couple nice 360s.
Well, in the darks. In the dark, 360 with black lights and
Yep.
glow sticks.
There were a
Very
couple nice one.
impressive,
Brody Gerlich from Cape was, I believe, did a 720 at one point last night in the dark with the toe slide.
They're on it.
Sweepers are on it. It looks like it's got the weight, so I think they're just being sure.
Right to the forefoot, right to the button.
Nope. And that is going to be a 5 spot for Plainfield 1. And it looks like not Elijah throwing fourth rocks. That is Jeff, maybe? I think that's Mike, actually. Okay.
The scouting report.
Okay, so we're going to go back to the far end on the other side as all the sheets now are entering the second. And it's going to be a nice tap here by the lead for Cape Cod. Mackenzie just calling for a draw behind her corner guard, which her lead Sydney had put up for them.
All right. The word I have from the Plainfield bench is that Mike
is throwing. Yeah.
Skip Rock.
It's very. It's like the Swiss team, where De Cruz's team. What's his name? Benoit Schwartz is throwing. Skips rocks for them. So with hammer, Caleb's looking to just peel out their guard, Schenectady's guard.
Got the throwing second here.
Cape Cod's second is Ryan. So Ryan is throwing that shot. And it's going to run it back, and it's going to jam, but he peels that guard out of the way. Now they can get to it from the outside, but Kenzie likes putting one back there.
They're bringing a draw in. It's coming a little strong. Cape Cod has got. Looks like their second Vivian's bringing a rock in, going for a split house here. Sweepers are all on this. Oh. Just came up a little short. GP, we had another another guard was put up on the corner rock, and it was peeled away. Caleb has a rock in the top 8 guarded on the center line with hammer. Mackenzie Monroe has a rock in the 8 just behind the tee line out on the wing. And once again, she puts a corner guard up on it. Nicely done. And once again, Caleb Gartner is going to ask his second to heel away, as seconds are wont to do. Just pitched it a little wide, and the heel is not successful. So Kenzie now has like she's calling for a. She's setting the broom up on the yellow rock that's open with a shot behind it. See what kind of weight they bring here. Pretty strong weight. Let's see if we can see what happens here close up. Caleb looks like he's still interested in taking that guard out. So we're up to Bites Rocks now. Caleb is not moving from his location, and the peel is successful. Nice guard on his yellow rock. Do that again. Yeah, we're moving those camera angles around. Currently on B, it looks like Schenectady is sitting shot on the wing with Cape Cod second on the top, fighting the 8-foot.
Back in action.
Volume level, you good?
Yeah, the volume's fine. We just try to make sure we can hear each other without too much of the ambient warm room noise. Sometimes if the mics are too loud, you can hear people on the far end of the warm room chatting.
Oh, yes.
And we don't need that. So we've got 6 people watching now. Welcome to the final.
Let's hear your. I want to see your chats, people.
Alf wants to see your chats. So we're going to switch to the overhead now on sheet B. Get a look at what Caleb and Will are looking at for Caleb's first shot with hammer.
Kenzie's sitting shot behind the tee line in the 8-foot out on the wing.
No.
Got a couple of red guards in front of it. And Caleb is sitting second, half in the 8, half in the 12, in front of the tee line. Pretty well guarded by his own rock.
A little. You're cutting out on a couple. So
Testing.
I think you're going the other way. So we got a draw.
Oh, fine draw it is. Let's see what we get.
We're going to look on sheet C here. We just had a very nice draw by the Cape Cod skip Anna. Drawing, and I think she's counting one.
Absolutely.
And a very nice shot. Leaving Rochester to figure out what to do there. So let's stick here for a sec as they debate. We'll go back to sheet B for Mackenzie's second skip rock without hammer. Again, sitting one. I think she's just drawing or tapping, maybe.
Vice is not moving a bit. Insight for that rock.
And they're going to want to sweep.
Get a rub here.
No, they're going to draw right in, but they're going to want to outcount that yellow, so they should. Ooh.
They chose not to.
I mean, it works as a guard, so that's fine.
Yes, it does.
So, but it looks like might be a double opportunity for Caleb. This Will is encouraging that shot.
Big view here.
Let's click to C for a sec.
C. Near C?
Near C. Ian from Rochester is throwing his first skip rocks
Coming in.
to try to counter what. And that's a good draw too. And he's gonna just roll out, but that's a good shot. It's with the way those stones were lined up, it's tough to do much better than that. Very good shot. We'll go back to B. Where yeah, it looks like Caleb is gonna go for that double. So if I knew how to do the replay, we could try that. We'll see. Play around with the replay anyway. After this shot.
Away.
Sweepers are waiting on it. Got to come over a little more. Hit. Roll. We just missed the double. It just scraped by, and looks like Schenectady's going to steal one here. So after two ends, it's 2-0 Schenectady. Let's go back to sheet C, the near house.
We have some action.
We've got a lot of stones in play over here. And you want to take that off.
Just put a center guard up.
This is hammer, man. If they could ever get to that yellow stone, they might get 3 out of this, but I'm not quite sure how you get there. He might have to try to hit and roll off his own to get the 1. It's a tough shot.
They could try the in off on the rock on the top of your screen. Hello, testing. Coming in. I'll bring it up a little bit then. Testing. Bring it up, but not too much here. It's a slow. All right, people. Is that a little high still? Hello, everybody. I want to just peek into the blue. Hello, everybody. Hello. Greetings from the Nutmeg Curling Club and Media Center, high above sheet C here in Bridgeport, Connecticut on a sunny day. I'm not hearing you now.
I'm mute still. Okay, now you can hear me.
It's not going to curl enough for a satisfactory wick. Steal of 1 for Cape Cod on sheet C. Don't know who started with hammer as the first end hammer insignia fell off the scoreboard. Oh, yellow drawing for many points here on sheet A.
We'll go back to our feature game here on
Yellow well, we got some action on sheet A. Red picked up 5 in the first end, and yellow just countered with
3. Yeah,
we got a barn burner.
these playing field teams, no holds barred against each other. All right, so let's go back to sheet B.
Oh. B seems to have some beginnings here. We got a couple of guards in front by the Schenectady ladies. Cape Cod has one rock well in the back, fighting the 12-foot with the center guard tight to the house. Schenectady drawing in to the button, top of the button.
That is a nice shot buried there. That's going to be tough to get. That was the second. Yes, the second for Schenectady.
Did we determine there's any relationship between them and Rob?
I believe so.
Run back is successful, but jammed. So what have we got here? Cape Cod sitting 1 with a run back. Schenectady sitting 2 in the back 8 as it jammed.
So we're a little wide out here. We're going to take a look at what Mackenzie's trying to look at. She is, they didn't put up the score, but they are 2.
She's in the first 2 ends.
Yeah, you're still low.
It's a pity. All right, testing 1, 2 from Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Uh-oh. Now we've got video. All right, so looks like the stream health is
compromised.
Yeah, but we're back in action, so hopefully it stays that way. Apologies to people watching if it kind of buffers or something. The cable internet provider had a little trouble with the storm last week and still feeling the effects. So here's the tap. They end up peeling it, which
was Schenectady went for a tap back and ended up nudging the guards off to the side.
And Ryan here
responding with a rock that's going to a very light peel to get at that red rock in the back 8.
Yeah.
Setting the broom up for a takeout on the intern.
And with that peel, it looks like she can get there. So she's asking her vice,
the outturn,
Zoe, to try and take that stone out.
Control weight.
We're going to switch over here for the cube zoom and see what happens. And she's past the guards. And a little roll. That's a nice shot.
I think that roll was just enough to make it a difficult shot to hit and stay on.
It is there. We'll see. And
they could try these gents are big on throwing doubles. And there's no time wasted here.
Yeah, Caleb calling for it. Will Gerlich throwing this rock?
Sweepers are all on it.
Yeah, if they get around that guard, this could get them a nice across the face. Oh,
they got
it.
Another roll inside, maybe an inch or two, maybe a centimeter or two. Our camera angle looks like yellow. Cape Cod is sitting shot now. tight port, getting tighter.
And Zoe comes at it again.
Shot you just threw pretty much. It's a little wider. What do you think?
It's a little lighter.
Well, that's a good call. And
Oh!
snuck by it. Oh my goodness, that's some shot making gear.
They are not messing around with this shot.
The dynamic of the end has changed now because now this red rock has crept out into the halfway.
So we're going to show you some transitions here. Here, Cubs. Will Gerlich sliding out.
And fade over to the
Overhead, and here it's coming in. And this one gets there too. Oh, and this one gets a roll.
Got a little
And even more roll. And now I'm wondering if that shot's there. Yeah, they have moved it up enough now after those hits that it's no longer shot rock. So Mackenzie doesn't have to go for it, which that'd be a tough shot to make.
There is a tap back for Cape Cod as well as the possibility of a run back to remove the red rock.
But I think Mackenzie here looks like they're talking about the guard, or I'm sorry, the draw.
Draw in.
Try to get behind those guards and sit two.
They had her vice Zoe do the hit work, and
Mackenzie sliding back towards
she
the
can
hack here.
concentrate on the draw.
And she is
Let's take a look at what
lined
she's
up.
shooting at here. We'll see it soon enough.
She's off with the draw. Sweepers are on it right away. And here it comes into view. That's a tight, you know, and that's just going to be a guard. Now, it's interesting, from this angle, that port, the way it curls, it doesn't look like it's there. The overhead view, as we switch to the overhead view, definitely makes it look a little different. So you got to trust what the curlers on the ice are seeing and what the ice is doing to see if they can make that draw through that port the way those are staggered like that. Caleb looking at the hit in the back. Hit weight, you could definitely get through that port a little easier than draw weight. So, and if he doesn't even need to keep the shooter, just would like to roll out. In fact, keeping the shooter probably might benefit the Schenectady team.
I wonder
Put the score back
if
up.
the drag effect is there on the frozen rolls in front of the house. I don't think that's a shot that you have to as your first or second choice.
No, I think that's lined up to shoot it on an angle.
You could certainly do that as a tap with your hammer if you end up
Yes.
blocking. All right, he's taking the in-turn.
Yep, he's going to try to come through that port with the hit.
Lightweight on the hit.
The ice is moving pretty good. The ice has got good speed today, so actually all weekend. So credit the... oh, and he's there.
Oh, look at that. And a roll behind guard. Oh, my word. Fine shot.
That was a very nice shot by Caleb.
I'd say that rolled over about a stone, maybe a stone and a half. Kissing the center line.
So this is the dilemma. That is there room to get through that? Is it room to get through that port with draw weight? You know, T line. And I'm just, if you look again, we switch back to the wide angle to see what she's seeing. It's a lot thinner than it looks from the overhead and the way it moves. So I would. She might opt to just go for then, you know, some hack weight, and that should get through. Similar to what, maybe a hair less than what Caleb just threw.
Caleb did get a little movement on his shooter. It rolled a bit, so it changes the shot she has. He went with the in-turn, the out-turn, I think, and she'll have to come with the in-turn to get the center.
Try it now.
You know, they got another set over here, too.
That's the speaker.
Oh. that a fact? All right. Testing 1, 2 from Bridgeport, Connecticut. Make sure our P's aren't popping.
Okay. Yeah, that should do.
So we got some action here on B. Mackenzie lining up in the hack.
Much better on the audio now.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so here comes Mackenzie's shot now.
With the intern.
Trying to get through there. Again, it looks like it's going to be about hack weight, maybe
Yeah,
back to hack.
Sweepers are gently on it. They're not. Now they're off.
Pensive look on the Vice's face. It's going to overcurl.
Oh, we're on the guard. Oh, and that may push another one in. Indeed it has.
Okay.
Came out a bit narrow.
So
Overcurl.
now Cape Cod with hammer to try to score 4.
Sitting 3. They can have a wide draw to come in, or they can use the port and risk. I think they're not risking anything going near the reds. I think they're going to do a draw wide, and all they have to do is catch a little paint. Caleb Gartner in the hack. Connor and Ryan, the sweepers are ready. Gerlach icing. That rock doesn't have a lot on it. Sweepers are all on it.
They're going to try to bring it in around the guard, but I think they're going to crash. Will they tap it enough?
No, it doesn't look like it.
And that's 3 for Cape Cod.
So after 2 steals of 1, Cape Cod comes through with a 3 in the third end. We're playing 8 ends for the final.
6 end final. Yep.
6 end final. See, good to know. We'll be in the fourth end coming up now. Let's see if we have some other score updates here. Second event on Sheet A, the Plainfield Civil War, is not yet to resolve its third end. And likewise on the Sheet C, Cape Cod.
So Cape Cod.
Rochester. They haven't finished that end, although.
There's 2
Red.
yellow stones for Cape Cod in play, and they're guarded.
Hammer.
Rochester has hammer here to try to get 1. Plainfield out over on sheet A.
They're sweeping like they want this first rock in, and they are doing so. Caleb needed a little exercise, so he said, I'll take this rock in, fellas.
So we've got hammers on A and C right now. We're going to try to stick with this view so we can get a look at them. It looks as if on sheet A, Plainfield 1 is throwing hammer now, but Plainfield
Phillips is throwing a hammer.
Plainfield 2 is sitting shot. That yellow, that Plainfield 1 is going to try to just take out.
Yeah, they're 2 threes. This is a shot for 3 points possibly. It's a makeable shot.
And Ian looks like he's going to try to, I think, go for this long tap maybe.
We have a visitor from the Nutmeg Junior Curlers, Jake Wooten. How do you do, Jake?
I am good.
Had a satisfactory or more than satisfactory Bonspiel this weekend? This is your first Bonspiel experience, right?
Nope.
Oh, where have you been before?
Here.
Sorry?
Here, I've done it.
So the hit and roll is successful for Plainfield 1. I just can't tell if it's 1 or 2. It was hard to tell what was counting in the back. And on sheet A, it looks like a steal of 2 for the Cape. We'll go back to get a look at how sheet B is setting up for.
So Caleb had the first rock thrown into the 4-foot. Mackenzie responded with a corner guard, and then Caleb put a center guard up. It's not guarding the shot rock, but it is on the center line. Now Mackenzie's asking her lead. Can't tell if she wants a takeout or another corner guard. Another corner guard. Sticking with the offense here. She's calling them off furiously.
So all sheets here back in the fourth end now.
She's not calling for a corner guard. Interesting call. She has a center guard put up. Slightly higher than the Cape Cod center. Although she is with hammer.
Going okay?
Cape Cod second is throwing his first rock.
That's Ryan.
Ryan bringing it in.
And it looks...
Putting another guard near the center line away from the shot rock, however.
And Mackenzie is now
hit and roll, I think, is a call.
Going to use the guards to her advantage now. Beat.
That rock might be a tad on the narrow side. They are sweeping hard just to be safe.
And a peel works out for them if that's what ends up happening. Yeah, it looks like they're going to peel. Move a yellow in, but it should be out of the way. Yellow shouldn't be a factor, but it does move one of those guards out of the way, maybe make it easier for him.
So Caleb's going to put a guard on his shot rock, biting the 4-foot. Sweepers are on it. Off. It's got some weight. Let's see if he gets a little roll in. No roll in.
Well, it taps it behind those guards, so that's one that's could be trouble.
Yes, it is behind guards. He has the house spread out pretty well here. He wants those center guards gone. Is this Cameron the second still throwing, I believe? Rock's coming in. Now, what do we got here? One rock got peeled away, but Cape Cod has 3 rocks yellow in the house, but they're all behind the tee line. One is biting the button. Got the vice up a guard, but it's coming in a little strong here. Looks like a guard going to be right biting the 8-foot, full 8-foot.
Yeah,
pretty good rock.
Mackenzie's going to want to run this back here. Here's the call.
Zoe, her vice, first rock?
Yes, it is her first stone, I believe.
They're on it. They're off it. It's going to angle in.
Going to peel.
Ran the yellow out. Leaves the center wide open.
Yeah, that's good. That was a good shot. Took one of the yellows out too, so.
Took a yellow out of the scorer. And we have get you some scoring updates here. We've got Cape Cod on sheet C, the third event, up 3-0 after 3 ends. And in the B event, the Plainfield Civil War, Plainfield 1 has 7, Plainfield 2, 3 after 3 ends. The variety of rocks in play. Let's get to a nice overview of the 3 sheets so we can see what's going on here. You can follow your favorite now. Zoe's bringing some serious weight here. They're hoping for it to curl a bit more than it is. They peeled away one of the shots, the second shot in the back 8, and the shooter rolled out. Caleb's still sitting with 1 on the back of the button and a second in the 12-foot well out on the wings. 1 center guard is in place, and they're calling to put a second guard in the 12-foot guarding the other side of the center line. Over on sheet C, Cape Cod's bringing a rock in. The attempted takeout is good for 3 points. Field goal, that is.
So on B, it looks like Caleb is going to use his first skip stone to guard
He
their
called
shot
for
rock.
top 12 here.
Good spot. Right in the center line will do.
Right on the tangent to the center line, possibly, or right on it.
Sweepers
And
are on
looks
it.
real nice. The sweepers are in control.
It's a
Going to
nice
leave
shot.
it just outside of the house.
Mackenzie
Well played
taking a
shot.
look at, with her vice Zoe, at what her first shot is going to be.
Get the over. When you look at the long view, you'd think a draw might get to it.
Yeah, I think the draw's there. I don't think there's a run back or a double or anything.
Let's, well, we want to keep an eye on the other sheets here.
Probably draw from either side. We'll go for the long. Oh, we're
Yeah,
at the
we're on
wide
the long
view.
view. How do we zero in on? Get ready to zero in on B. This will be an interesting shot here. They are definitely looking that over, but there's other action going on. And here comes Cape Cod. Sitting 1 and trying for this takeout again.
The vice here for Cape. Emma is going to try to take this. Gets around the first, gets around the second. Very nice
and
shot.
there you go, sitting 2.
You saw over there on sheet C, that was a nice takeout there.
Let's take a look at that overhead before Mackenzie shoots. I want to see if they have a biter on C, on the near C.
It might.
That's close to a biter.
That's
okay.
a biter. That's a biter bar action there. But now we're back on B for Mackenzie's first throw.
This is not a draw.
The peel-ish.
And peel it is.
Peel it is. Okay, so that peels away 1 there.
Let's take a look on C here. We got some action going. Shot rock's punched out. I would say that they might have just nudged that one. The red rock kissed the yellow. Might have just made a difference to be a.
I mean, it might have been a biter anyway, but I'm pretty sure it is now. Let's go over on near A. Looks like they got some action over there too.
And it never gets the love due to the cameras at the far end of the ice. So we want to give A a lot of love here when they're coming home. This is Cape about Plainfield 1 and Plainfield 2.
Yep. And they are Plainfield 1 is sitting 1, and they don't have hammer. But this is Plainfield 2's.
Bring in some weight.
Vice's second rock.
Oh, what a nice shot.
And
little roll under. Sitting 3 yellow.
Georgi Petrov makes the hit there. That's a nice shot. So they're sitting 3 with hammer, so they're in a good spot. Looks like Plainfield might be going to have the skip here. Mike throwing skips going.
Let's run back here on the big view because we've got.
Well, B's throwing the guard here. Or he's bringing
it's coming a little
in.
heavy for a guard. They're going right in. Maybe going deep.
I'll leave it there for backing.
Yeah, Mackenzie pulled that back. She won't be able to use that rock for anything.
And I can't tell if that... We're jumping over to C real here quick. Can't tell if that's 2 biters.
Yes.
Alf, might have to get ready with the biter bar.
I might have to. We could do on-ice reporting with the biter bar.
That sounds like the plan.
Red as its last rock, and yellow is hammer. No,
right,
yellow can't be hammer.
So the double attempt over on sheet A. We're going to go back to B because this is hammer for our feature game here. Mackenzie's in the hack, getting ready to draw down to that red.
Got plenty of weight,
Sweepers
and it's not narrow. Sweeping furiously.
I think it needs the weight.
Got the weight, I think.
And that's gotta sit a little more.
Very close. Ooh.
Alf, get out there.
All right.
We might have a measure. We can measure that close. We do have a measure. Alf's on his way.
Alf on the scene here, mic'd up for the curling world.
So, was it? That's
Greg,
live.
can you hear me here?
Yeah,
I'm here on the
Okay.
ice at the Bridgeport Nutmeg Curling Club.
Okay. All right. So,
You know what to do here. You Vices know what to do here, don't you? Okay, go ahead. Let's get this way inside, right? Okay, that's loose. And set her up. I'll hold the broom. We're Mike live here. We're live.
Live?
Oh yeah, and taped later. You can watch this game later.
we're going to cut to the overhead so we can get a look at the
Okay.
measure from the prime spot.
You got plenty of room to bring it right around to where I am, roughly. Okay, now you can set it. It's a little tight when it's in there. They want to loosen that screw up.
Dip rock on C, just want to show you there. The hit. Anna makes the shot. Could be sitting 4, but Rochester's got one more here. We'll go back to B.
Go ahead and draw, Mackenzie. All right. Oh, one yellow. I'll get that out. We'll just push that away for the crowd to know.
Says it's 1 yellow.
Might need a biter bar over on your sheet here.
Yep, he called it. The
One
Alf's going
yellow.
to stay out there in case he needs a biter bar. We're over
Yes,
on
we're-
sheet near house on sheet A where Mike from Nutmeg 1 is trying to bring one in here to
that'd be Plainfield one.
to
I
count.
think, Craig.
Plainfield, sorry. Yep. What'd I say, Norfolk?
Nutmeg. You know, you got nutmeg on your mind.
Alright.
It's been a long weekend.
Long weekend indeed. All right, let's get that biter
All right.
bar here. We have some double action going on here.
They're at Skips Rocks on both ends.
All right,
So we're going to go to...
now we have to bring the biter bar in.
Yep, so we're getting the biter bar to see... So it's definitely
All set?
2.
Got it? Okay. All right, we don't need the biter bar.
We don't
so
need the
we're-
biter, they're moving. So let's go back to sheet A, where these...
So what is it? Yeah, what's
This is signing off from Rinkside here at Nutmeg Curling Club and Media Center, live of Sheet C in Bridgeport.
And it looks like that would be 4 for the Cape on sheet A. Or, I'm sorry, sheet C. And Skip Rocks over here on A, trying to run that red out. Keep their stones. And it looks like it's definitely 2. They're checking to see if who's got 3. That might be red. Red might have third shot there.
I don't know if the taco has more nutritional value.
You need a measurement too? Nope, no measurement?
Nope,
Good.
no measurement, so it looks like they got their
Measurement.
2.
I also thought they were
So let's wide out here. We're now in the 5th end. And Cape took 1 more on the steal. So now all sheets are in the 5th.
Well, that was
score
an exhausting trip under the ice. Not only did we have a measurement, but we narrowly missed a biter bar, and we narrowly missed a second measurement, all in one end. More action than a one Bonspiel could take.
all week.
And all happened at once. So we were struggling to switch the cameras. All the games here in the 5th end. On sheet A
Of 8, correct?
of 6.
6 end games?
6 end games.
Oh, all right.
On sheet A, Plainfield 1 is up 7-5. On Plainfield 2, sheet B, as you can see, is Cape Cod 4, Schenectady 2. And on sheet C, it is 8 for the Cape over Rochester. You're off. Yeah. I can just hit mute, you don't have to turn it on. Sorry, let me get the... Okay, so Cape Cod sitting 3 here on sheet B as they're in the 5th. Schenectady throwing Red Rocks has the hammer.
Testing 1, 2. You got me here, Craig?
Yes, sir.
Schenectady tried a takeout, which shaved the yellow rock off the center line out to the wing. But Cape Cod responds with a draw to the button that's coming a little strong. Into the back of the house.
Oh, that was almost a wipeout.
I think Caleb is adapting the attitude of no guards.
Bringing everything in.
Bring it all in. Cameron throwing seconds here.
Yes, this is her last rock of this end.
The rock. Coming up on the...
A nice shot on sheet C by Vivian.
She didn't crash on the guard. She in fact snuck over it, and she's on the... I don't think Caleb's going to let that red rock stay there very long. Or is he? Nope, he's going for the button.
Keep bringing him in.
Keep him coming.
It's going to shrink the scoring area. As it
Top
looks
4
like
foot would be nice here.
we'll switch to the overhead.
Yeah, we're going tight on the overhead for B.
Yep.
Right.
So he's already sitting 1-2, so he didn't really want to worry about that, but he's got a guard.
Throwing a nice center guard up. Quality, not quantity. However, his scores are behind the sitting 1, it would appear. Maybe 1-2. Scores are behind the T line, so gives Zoe an opportunity to draw
He's
in
definitely
here.
trying to draw in. Sweepers are on it.
Mm-hmm.
Coming in here.
Oh, it looks good.
They're on it.
Go
They're
hard,
on
girls.
it. Get around that guard.
All right, pull it to the overhead. Here we come.
Hard, 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 hard. Okay. Now Caleb is just going to get rid of that red. And calling for Will, to throw that hit. Sweepers are on it.
It's a light hit he's got here.
Yeah.
Using some finesse in the takeout.
Wants to come across the face for sure.
Oh dear, but he's coming across the face to take out the center guard. That opens it up for Zoe's
we have Zoe.
Now.
Yeah, Zoe's second rock. So, but Mackenzie is calling the calling the draw on that same side again. Maybe Zoe just threw the shot, so has the weight down. So. There's Zoe getting ready.
We got some communication going back here, but she's in the hack, ready to throw, and here it goes with the intern.
What about some broom placement, maybe?
Yeah, let's get that. Let's see where it comes. Sweepers are watching it. It's not narrow.
And that's got to break a little.
It is breaking.
Here it is.
Here it comes.
That stops. That's a good shot. Okay. I think it's out counting. Yeah, it's out counting that back one now. So.
Yeah. Bring it right to the top 4. Drop 8, top 4.
Yeah, so.
Either way.
Caleb's just going to come in and draw, and I think he's thinking if he's heavy, he sits on that back one and takes that out of play.
He's got the same line that Mackenzie just called on the intern side, so they've been throwing rocks down that side. They haven't touched the outturn side as much.
We're going to try some fancy stuff here.
Nice fade. Caleb in the hack. Sweeper's ready.
And he is off. Signaling something. We don't know what that means, but maybe that he floated it wide a little. But it looks like Sweepers are not on it.
A lot of weight. Oh, my word.
Cut to the overhead and see what's going to happen with this. It's going to be back. It's going to bump that red and spill it out. So
Yellow sitting 1 and 2, it would appear, but well behind the tee line. And wide open. No one's taken advantage of that yet.
And Mackenzie is still looking to come down on that side.
Yeah.
So that's what the house is looking like from the hack.
As you can see, she has her setting the broom up on the lower half of the house.
What? Okay.
The rock is away. In turn.
Sweepers are on it.
Coming up a little narrow.
They can get around that guard. Maybe they get a tap.
Don't think they're going to get around that.
And that's where we are. So
now the path to the 4-foot is a little less available, although there is a tap back over on the outturn side.
Oh, while Bill hashes it out, let's look over
Let's get a general view,
Sheet
see what's
C.
going on here.
The Rochester Cape game. Ian.
Skip Rock is away. They're holding it. It looked narrow, but they're holding it very well.
No, they're doing a great job of sweeping. They're going to get it in there.
Bring in the sweep. Here it comes.
Just got to stay.
Keep it coming, guys. Keep it coming. Don't stop. Don't stop. That hammer? No, there's more rocks to go. Probably two rocks to go.
Skips have one each left. So this is what we're looking at on sheet.
Now Caleb is deciding to go after the outturn side. Is he going to try to draw in or play off that shot?
Looks like where that broom is. This is going to be a takeout. Cut to the overhead of that red.
That's pretty touchy. You've got to.
Oh yeah, he's got the weight.
Jam. Got to not jam there. Gutsy call. Definitely down weight.
Sweepers are on it, so they like it.
Oh,
and
it's nice.
He on the guard.
Yeah, nice.
Yep.
Topped it away. Leaves an open draw, but
they're sitting at least 3, maybe 4, maybe 5.
It's quite a force. Mackenzie's been in this situation before, hasn't she?
Yes.
I think she drew against 6 early in the match.
It's hard to tell which ones are out counting that red in the back. The 2 on the bottom half of the 12-foot there, maybe they both are. Maybe only one of them is. Hard to tell from this angle.
At this point, even 2 by Cape would going into the final end would make it a near insurmountable lead. Let's give it a general view here. We got some rocks moving down the rink. We're looking at some discussion on C, discussion on B. Here comes a rock on A. A tap in. Oh,
the
look
run
at that.
back. Oh, that is a nice shot over on sheet A.
Run back takeout. So yellow sitting 2. Guarded, but the button's available. And Mackenzie is seriously lining this rock up here.
Trying to run that red back. If she noses it, she gets her 1. Or if she runs her red directly into the yellow and sticks, she'll get her 1.
Yeah, let's get a close up on that because this is noteworthy for curlers everywhere. She's got the outturn, smooth delivery, pretty hefty weight on this rock. This is not just a tap to the button.
Moving now.
Sweeper's on it. Oh dear.
Okay. So it looks like 3 at least.
3. 3 with a 2-point lead already is going to make it a very tough hill to climb. It come home with hammer down 4 or 5. Let's back up to the big view. We got a lot of action going on here. A lot of looking. Cape Cod took some more points on sheet C in the 3rd event. I think that game may be near the end. Second rock for Plainfield 2. Would that be Lance Mellon?
They haven't put up the business. Oh. Is he going to put it up?
Oh my.
All right, we're going to go back here and... yeah, I got 6 cents. Come here to play. Come here to play. All right, we're gonna. Looks like C. We're gonna go over to. We're gonna show the far house because we want to see what's going on sheet A. That seems to be the closest match where it looks like this is hammer. This is hammer for Plainfield 1. They are up 2, and so he's just gonna try to. This is Mike throwing for force rocks for them. He's gonna try to like draw in and get a point. Maybe just cut them down. Sweepers are on it.
Coming through the portal here with the intern. They're off it.
And
we got a tie game, folks.
We got a tie game on sheet A, so we're gonna stick with sheet A here. The Plainfield matchup. So Plainfield 1 will have Hammer coming back in the 6th
with the
tie ball game.
Red rocks. Near houses, right? Near houses. As the rocks are kicked away, we will cube zoom over to here and set near A for our backup view.
Okay.
There we go. Schenectady has set up a pair of high guards on the center line here, which Caleb is looking to feel now that he's onto his second rocks.
So I'm going to take a walk over to sheet A here.
Do
get a close up of it.
What do we have going here? Cape Cod is going to go into a defensive shell here and just hit any red rock that is in view now that the free guards have been used up.
A bit of an unfortunate move by the Plainfield team to slide their brooms down the ice at each other.
Oh.
The ice still looks like it's got some pretty good speed on it.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Schenectady just drew a nice shot to the back of the button.
I don't want to.
Behind guard, which Caleb is asking his second Ryan to remove. Little surgery here.
So Plainfield 2's got a corner guard up, and they're going to try to bring in another one. They need to steal here. Somehow force a blank, but.
And I take it Plainfield 2, the red team, threw their first rocks through. That looks a little strong. What do you think, Craig?
On B?
On A, where you are.
Yeah, A went through.
So.
That was.
The two Elijah's holding the broom.
So this shot looks like it is coming as be a corner guard.
Corner guard. Well, with a tie game, you don't have to worry too much about getting more than one, do you?
No, they're happy keeping that center open. So
Keep
that's
the center wide open. That's the key to this one.
I think they could have peeled at that point.
I might have thought of that too. Maybe
that was
still on the leads.
That was still the lead second rock. So. The Briar's on at 3 and 8, semifinal, final. TSN if you have it.
And
So a draw here again.
came a little heavy. Just snuck out through the house.
Ice still moving pretty fast.
Still fast.
So.
Yeah.
And
I think Caleb is actually going to now peel his own guard, which is sitting on the hog line.
And on sheet A, same thing. They
guards.
They're
Going
just going to peel. Keep it open.
Oh, but that peel didn't exactly accomplish it over on B.
I got a beep. Can you hear me, Alf?
Yes, I can.
Okay. I think that means low battery, but we're doing okay.
Might be.
So that is a nice peel here on sheet A.
Yes, it is.
And a nice guard up on sheet B there by
Zoe, I believe, through that.
Zoe,
device.
yeah. And the shot for Plainfield is going to go through.
That'll be Plainfield 2.
Must be some pretty fast ice over here on A. We've seen a couple draws, a little heavy, so.
I thought you would like that partially tan.
Caleb is throwing his first skip rock on sheet B, looking for a peel. Successfully
We got
done.
the peel. Nice catch by Ryan on the shot rock. And
Right.
looks like this rocks might
Here's
just
another
go
draw
through.
that's not going to be. This one's going to
not-
stick around. But going straight back to the back 8, back 12 junction.
So what do you think they do here, Alf? You think they freeze?
I think a freeze might be an excellent plan.
But they're going to take it out.
They're not putting the broom for it. Let's see.
Oh, maybe they're going for the draw, but that is going to guard.
Hey,
Oh,
this
yeah.
clears the hog line, I can see from here. Back on B, they're going to peel their own guard on the back of the well outside of the hog line at this point.
Could peel both those high guards if they
Might
hit
get
right.
them both.
And over on sheet A, it looks like another draw to the corner of the house. Keeping everything off the center line, so not going to do any harm. And it's another peel.
They may be out of rocks on A at
Yep,
this,
but
B
looks
at this
like
point, but they're going to finish out the
you're going to
tournament here.
make the draw for 3 here at the end.
And Rochester's bringing in a rock here on sheet C behind a guard.
And it looks like they are throwing the hit over here on sheet A.
All right,
Looks like a good shot.
I'm going to bring the camera right in on A. We can get a good look at that.
Making the hit.
It's going to roll out. But this hit did not take the red rock out. And tucked it even further into the corner.
Yeah.
They're calling for a center guard now. This might be a dangerous play.
Yeah.
Put a center guard up, allowing Plainfield.
They've got 3 rocks left. So, yeah. I'm not sure that.
I don't think a center guard in the center might be a questionable call. Let's see what happens. Elijah's away here with his second is rock 6. And over on sheet C, we're going to have a moral victory here.
Going to be deep.
Moral victory. Draw for 2.
All right, so skip for Plainfield 2. Going to try to look to bury something, I think. That's the discussion.
Uh-oh, something went wrong on that rock. I think he tried a 360 that didn't.
I think he tried the 360.
Fruition.
Yeah. He was doing them in the dark last night, so
he did it. He was trying to Thomas Eden.
Oh,
and,
sorry.
Thank you.
So they got the 1 over on C, and now we're going to bring the camera back to A, where we have a tie game in the 8th end. Red, Plainfield 1 with hammer.
And it looks like they are going for the draw. Try to tuck behind that guard.
Yeah, they got a top 12 just off the center line. Oh, I have not got the right view here. Please forgive me. We'll do a cube zoom onto C near house.
And here comes sheet B.
Coming into the warm room. All right. The rock is away on sheet A.
Papers are on it. The line is pretty good. It's got to curl a little more, but sweepers don't want to let up off
or
it.
just over the T line.
That's a nice shot.
Oh, it's a nice rock, and it's
That's
curling
good weight.
in. It's curling in right to the
Very
T
good
line.
weight.
Front of the T line.
They are going right for the hit here.
So this is Michael Phillip in the hack throwing 4th rock for Plainfield.
Throwing normal, just want to get that rock out of there.
Want to get it out of there. You probably don't want to stick around here.
And here comes sheets.
Here comes sheet C into the warm room. You'll hear some applause in a few moments. We'll keep it focused right here on the lonely shooter on sheet A. You can see him setting up in the hack, Michael. And he's away with some weight.
And line looks good.
Sweepers on it.
Weight looks good.
Here he come into view, folks, and it's going to roll away a bit.
Okay.
Well, that's going to leave a choice.
So he can try the same draw. He can hit and roll, but he only needs 1. So
only need the 1.
He doesn't have hammers, so a hit and roll isn't exactly. And he just threw the draw, so
might want to stick with that draw. Got a guard to go behind. A little tighter now. He has to keep it. They have a second red rock almost biting the 4-foot, so if this draw goes outside of the 4-foot, this game will be over. Here comes the last rock for Plainfield 2, Lance Mellon.
Came with a little more weight than he did last time.
Definitely more weight here. Definitely more weight. And I think this game is over.
All right.
We
Good
have
game.
Velcro
Handshakes.
handshakes on A.
I think Mike's upset he's not going to get to throw his last rock.
It's like Plainfield 1, skipped by Elijah.
Mike's going to throw the rock anyway.
Mike's going to throw it. He wants to throw. Let's see. This could be a 360. Hold on. Let's get this.
Yeah, they're just 6.
Yeah, 6.
Let's see if we have a good delivery here. The house is clear. Here goes a 360, ladies and gentlemen. The Russian judges only gave him a 5 on that one. But he did get the 360. They're directing it to the button. I think they're going to have the button on this, ladies and gentlemen. He covers the lid. Amazing. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Red Plainfield 1, skipped by Elijah Romanis with Michael Phillips throwing last rock, takes the second event. And I think we're going to sign off here from Nutmeg Curling Club in sunny Bridgeport, Connecticut. Have a good afternoon, one and all. This is Alf Witter for Craig Doucette, wishing you